Hello everyone and welcome back to Chef Sherry's Plant-Based Kitchen. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about entertaining friends and what can we give them when they come over that will be really delicious and flavorful but really healthy as we all begin a new year here. So tomorrow I have my canasta girlfriends coming over. We play this game called Canasta. It's a card game and we always provide a healthy snack for whoever's house it's at. And so I thought I would treat them to a smoky flavored hummus that was created by Shane Martin from Shane and Simple. I love Shane's recipes, as you know, and this one is super tasty and super easy to make. And I'm going to put it in a beautiful serving dish surrounded by red peppers and broccoli and celery and carrots, all these really yummy things. So let me show you how to do it. You have to have a food processor or a Vitamix blender. And what I did, I just opened up a can because I ran out of my fresh homemade chickpeas, and I drained and rinsed them and I threw them into the food processor. And now I'm going to add, it says to add 2 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce or tamari or Bragg Liquid Aminos, but one of my friends coming over can't have any soy, so I'm going to cater to her tomorrow and use these coconut aminos instead. So I'm going to pour in 2 tablespoons of these, and they're lower in sodium than a lot of the other things that we could have used, so I like that. Okay, got that. The next thing we're going to add is a tablespoon of tahini. So I've got this sort of stirred up here. Let me just wipe this up. I just made a mess on myself. Okay, we're going to take a tablespoon of this tahini, and I'll pour it in my tablespoon thing here. That's a great tablespoon right there. I'm going to use my clean finger to get the rest of it in. I do wash my hands, I promise you, before I do any of this cooking. So it's all very clean. Okay, be right back. I'm going to rinse this off. So the next thing we're going to add is a tablespoon of maple syrup. So I've got this organic maple syrup, 1 tablespoon. I mean, it's so simple. All you have to do is throw things into the food processor and you're basically done. Now we're going to use just a teaspoon of smoked paprika, which is one of my very favorite things to cook with. Talk about adding flavor. Wait till you see how this is going to work. So we'll do a teaspoon of that. I'm going to put this in the other hand so I don't overdo it. Okay, I have more control with my right hand. Just a teaspoon. A little drop more. There we go. 1 teaspoon of that, and then we're going to add in a teaspoon of liquid smoke, which gives it the smoky flavor. And the last thing we do is 1 clove of garlic that I've minced, or you could just use a teaspoon of garlic powder. But I've gone ahead and gotten my fresh garlic out, and that's ready to go. And basically, that's it. So let me put this on. We're going to blend this in my food processor. And I'll start to clean up a little while that's working. Stuff goes back in the fridge later. You just turn it off, and then I'm gonna just push it down here. Oh, it smells good. Can you smell that smoke taste, Dale? Can you smell it, the liquid smoke?
Yeah.
It's like you're getting something really good here. All right, put that back on, and on it goes. You want to get it nice and smooth. And if I see that it needs a little more liquid to make it even smoother, I might add a drop of water. But let's see how it's doing. I'm going to let it go for a minute. And then I check it again. I mean, it's getting there, but I want it smoother. It's not smooth enough for me. And I think it's got enough moisture. I think so. I might add, let me just add a drop of water. I don't know, I think it might need that. So let me just get a little cup out here. Here's this. Get some water. I'm gonna add a drop. Make it a little less thick, and I think that'll make it creamier. I think that worked. Can you see it getting creamier, Dale?
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of hard to hold the camera and look at what's happening here, too.
Yeah. I'm going to show it when you're done.
Okay. Now let's look. Getting better. Getting better. But I'm still not 100% satisfied. I want it to be smoother. It doesn't need any more liquid. It's just sometimes food processors, when they're this big, it's hard to get them to blend. And I did have a little, like a smaller bowl I could have attached, but I forgot to do that. That probably would be, if you have a smaller food processor, I think that would be even better. Let's pulse it up a little. I don't think it helps to stare at it, does it? It doesn't make it go any faster.
Nope.
Okay, I'll just count to 10 in my head. Okay. Better? What do you think? Is that creamy enough? I think that looks pretty creamy.
Pretty good.
I think that would be
I'd eat
good.
it.
You'll eat anything. True?
True.
You are not what I would call a picky eater. Okay, so I think that does look fine. So I'm going to put it in this bowl to start with, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to serve it. So now let's see if I can get this off. Hey, it came off without me having to battle with it today. Move this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. So it doesn't make that much, which is fine. We don't need that much, but you can see what it looks like. And then I'll stir it around here a little bit. And then I'm going to put it in a really pretty little serving bowl that you're going to see. Then you surround it with your beautiful, colorful, fresh veggies. And people can eat as much as they want of this tomorrow. I'm also going to make this really cool, this like an almond, I forget the name of that cake. Do you remember what that cake was called, Dale?
Mm-mm.
I can't remember exactly, but there's this cake from Straight Up Food by Kathy Fisher I'm going to demo in coming weeks. It was amazing. It was made with oats, excuse me, oat flour and millet flour. And the millet flour, you just buy millet and you put it all together in your Vitamix and it makes flour. So it was really good. And poppy seed. It was a poppy seed lemon cake. That's what it was.
Very good.
Poppy seed lemon.
Very good.
Okay, so let's put this in really nicely into our serving dish. Like thus. I'm just going to spread it around real pretty. Oh, and you know what I'm going to put on top of it, Dale? That's going to be really pretty. I have an idea. Since we have smoked paprika in this recipe, I'm going to add just some plain paprika on top to give it that pretty color. Can you find that? Just going to take a little bit in my hand here, and I'm going to do this. A little bit more, that was quite enough. Because things like need to look pretty, right? You just can't eat things, they have to have a pretty look to them.
And I can just eat them.
Oh, that's true, you can. So that's what it looks like. So it's a really nice hummus, and I'm going to put it on this beautiful serving dish here, if you can show this, Dale, right down here. And then see how I'm going to just line it with peppers and broccoli and cauliflower and carrots. It is going to be gorgeous. So my friends will, I'm sure, enjoy eating that tomorrow. So that's it for today. I'll post this recipe again on the description section of my YouTube channel. And go ahead and try it and see if you like it. I know I do, so I hope you will too. And we'll see you next time back in my kitchen. Have a wonderful day, everyone. So long.